Mpumelelo versus his mother. Now, MUSA decides to have a heart-to-heart with Mpumelelo because MAYENI has been complaining about Mpumelelo. In fact, MAYENI told Mpumelelo that she does not want him in the house anymore. And the reason is because obviously the issue of his choices with girlfriends and how he wants to run a kangaroo zoo with women, how he treats them, how he lacks respect, and how instead of his focus to be on school or building himself, he's making all these different women pregnant so that she has to raise them. Because I'm guessing this was around this time when Uvuyo was pregnant again, and I can only imagine how annoyed MAYENI was, because she's had numerous conversations with Mpumelelo that, hey, like, you already did it once, you did it with Uthando. I can only imagine how she felt when she found out that Uvuyo was pregnant once again. And in this episode, you could see that Umhlopekazi was living with MAYENI's kids. So Mpumelelo does not see how the consequences of his actions affect everyone else. Now, Mpumelelo says that his mother can be very harsh. His mother wants her way or the highway, and MUSA says that that's not really the case. His mother is someone who, if she tells Mpumelelo something, she wants him to do it and not challenge her. But what happens with Mpumelelo is that Mpumelelo goes the other way. Now, Mpumelelo does give us a little bit of insight about how these kids are feeling with their mother not being there, and MUSA says that you need to actually fix your act so that your mother can come back. Now, he also speaks on the whole Vuyokazi situation and the fact that Mpumelelo tells him that Uvuyo told him that she wants to start dating people, and how will he feel that obviously now her kids will be introduced. And MUSA says, listen, she can do whatever she wants to do, but those kids are our kids. In fact, Uzulo, who is Uvuyo's last child with Mpumelelo, his damages need to be paid ASAP, so that whatever she decides to do outside, she can do, but she's not taking the kids anywhere. And we don't want to hear tomorrow someone is paying lobola and loboloing your kids as well. And Mpumelelo like, yeah, you are right, we need to do that. And what was actually very interesting for me is MUSA says what we've all been saying about Mpumelelo. MUSA says when you see Mpumelelo and you see him being described as usbind, bravery, you condemn him and you say yes, he's a spirit, but he's very difficult, he's very harsh. In fact, he said he actually fears the day he passes away, because he knows if there's one person who's going to change and start acting up to the whole family, it's Mpumelelo. And I've said this before, even with the episode where he was talking about him getting his siblings and his family in line once he's in order, once he's in charge. I said, oh, shame, he's ruthless. And that is what MUSA says. He says Mpumelelo does not have a heart. Mpumelelo does how he wants to. He's very difficult. He does not care how his actions affect someone else. And he says that if he describes himself and he describes Mpumelelo, it's two completely different people. And which is the truth. That is one thing I've been saying in my videos, that MUSA is able to humble himself with his wives in the way of his temple. Yes, he can speak anyhow, he can talk anyhow, but at the end of the day, there's a bit of compassion and love that you see with MUSA that you don't see with Mpumelelo. Mpumelelo wants polygamy, but it's not gonna work, and I'm so glad that MUSA finally said it himself. he said that Mpumelelo, in fact, Uthando even knows it herself. It's just that where she's gonna go. She most likely feels like which guy is going to accept her with one child. But the way Mpumelelo does things and the way he speaks, the way he behaves, the way he addresses everyone, including even Ulwandle, he has this superiority mentality in his head. He's a perfect mixture of both of his parents' stubbornness and this narcissistic behavior, to the point where you don't even know whether is this the facade that he is or if this is his nature, because there's no woman who's going to be able to take care of that, deal with that. In fact, absolutely none. Uthando can try to play face with us on social media, but we know behind the scenes she is going through it. This man cannot be able to raise a family unless he's able to grow up. And I love the fact MUSA finally says what we've all been saying all these years, that Mpumelelo is a trash individual. And is it shocking that he decided to shoot someone allegedly and murder them? No. In fact, I'm sure he doesn't even feel any remorse for it. He doesn't care, irrespective if it's an intruder or not. This is probably brownie points, and I'm sure he had to have a sit-down meeting with MUSA and the lawyers that, hey, when you keep quiet about this, because knowing Mpumelelo, this would have been something that he would be holding with his shoulders high, that yeah, I killed him, so what? That is Mpumelelo for you. And the sad reality is, I hope this behavior does not get influenced onto Umnini, especially since now he's taking care of Umnini, because where absolutely nothing good can come from Mpumelelo Msaleko. But anyway, like he said, out of all his kids, there's one kid he knows is a character as Mpumelelo. We have come to the end of today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know, do you agree with what I have been saying, what MUSA finally admits to the whole world? Or do you feel like Mpumelelo is just misunderstood? Anyway, we have come to the end of today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that post notification bell down below. Till next time, love and light. Bye.